Since Escape from Tarkov's release back in 2017, there really hasn't been a game that's been able to capture that same feeling that Tarkov does. Recently, we've had the Cycle Frontier, which seems to be a promising game, but today I wanted to take a look at another new entry to the genre, Marauders. The closed alpha of Marauders recently came to a close, and I just wanted to talk a little bit and share my thoughts on the game. Just a quick reminder as well that all the gameplay in this video was streamed at twitch.tv/Sizba, and I'd love to see some of you guys in chat while I'm live, so come check it out. The purpose of this video is to talk about what Marauders is and kind of just give my overall thoughts and opinions on the alpha. I also wanted to go over how the game compares to Escape from Tarkov and see if it will be able to dethrone Tarkov as the best game in the genre. So without wasting any more of your time, let's hop right into the video. If you haven't heard of Marauders yet, it's another Tarkov style game that is set to come to early access a little later this year. You may have seen a lot of streamers and YouTubers calling it Space Tarkov the past few weeks, and I can see how it got that nickname. It bears a lot of similarities to Tarkov while also adding their own little twist to the game. First off, the space aspect of the game is something that I found really cool during my time playing Marauders. Every raid starts with your crew in a ship, and you have a few options for how you can approach every match. By far, my favorite aspect of the space area is being able to board other players' ships. I think it's a neat mechanic, and there's really nothing more satisfying than taking over another team's ship and stealing all their loot. Aside from boarding, there's also ship v ship combat that allows you to basically disable the other team's ship and potentially kill them before you even have to board if you wanted to fight in a more safe fashion. Lastly, there's several points of interest in each raid. So basically you can dock your ship at the port in the middle of the map, and then from there you just play out the raid as if it was Tarkov. As of the alpha, there was only 2 points of interest, one being a mining facility kind of, and the other being a space station. I'm assuming they're going to add more in the future, but that's all we got right now. And there's also an AI capital ship you can find floating around, which allows you to board and fight stronger AI for better weapons and armor, kind of similar to fighting raiders on labs or reserve while playing Tarkov. Now, throughout my time streaming Marauders, I've had more than a few people come into my chat and ask me how the game compares to Tarkov. So I figured I'd dedicate a section in this video to talk about some of the similarities and differences between the two games. As I touched on a little bit earlier, the concept is basically the exact same in Marauders as in Escape from Tarkov. Bring gear into a raid and fight against both AI and other players and try to extract. If you die, then you lose all the gear you brought in and you gotta rebuy everything. The main difference here is that the traders in this game don't offer any sort of insurance, so if you die, that's it, you just lose everything. Speaking of the traders, the trading system in this game works a little bit differently than Tarkov. The traders in this game are on a rotation, so you can only buy from one trader at a time, and after a set period of time it cycles and a new trader becomes available. In the alpha, I'm pretty sure this was about 15 minutes. So you're also pretty limited in what you can purchase, and most traders usually only sell you very basic equipment, which leaves you to find the high tier items in raid. Alternatively, you can also craft most items in the game, including new ships to use and different weapons to throw on your ship. Marauders for sure has more of an emphasis on actually finding your gear in game, as opposed to Tarkov where everything you need is basically available from the traders or the flea market. Getting into weapons, the modding system as of the closed alpha is obviously pretty primitive when compared to the insane amount of modding options in Tarkov. On most weapons in the game, the only real modding options are either a stock or a suppressor. I expect there to be a lot more to do in terms of weapon customization in future tests, but as of right now, it leaves much to be desired. The actual gunfights in this game remind me more so of Rust than it does of Tarkov. It feels a lot more arcadey in my opinion, and just not as smooth as Tarkov, and with the super narrow hallways and close quarters maps, most fights are going to come down to just a straight aim duel, as opposed to Tarkov where you have a lot more flexibility in how you take fights. Not to say PvP in this game isn't good or fun, it's just different is all I'm trying to say. If you were to ask me right now which game is better between Tarkov and Marauders, I'd have to be honest and say that as of right now, Escape from Tarkov absolutely obliterates Marauders in its current state. That being said, you have to also keep in mind that this game is still in closed alpha while Tarkov has been out for years at this point, And honestly, Marauders is still a pretty damn fun game. Once this game comes to early access, I'm sure Marauders will be a great alternative to Tarkov for a lot of people. Just a quick side note as well, Marauders being on Steam is a massive W. I absolutely cannot stand these third-party launchers. It triggers me, but personal opinion. If any of you guys have any more questions regarding Marauders that maybe I didn't answer in this video, I'll have a link to the Marauders Discord in the description, as well as their website if you wanted to pre-order the game. I'm excited to see what they add and just overall see what they do with the game in future tests, as I'm beyond excited to be able to give this game another try. If you want to see more Marauders and Tarkov content, then I'd be really grateful if you consider dropping a sub to the channel, as I'm looking forward to uploading more content on both games in the future. I hope you guys got some useful information out of this video. If you played the Marauders Alpha, feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments, as I'm curious to see what everyone else thought of the game. Hope you guys have a great day, and until next time, go get that juice, baby.